They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Up the middle they go. It's Black. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. And that is going to do it, folks. A number of runners have come close, but with that last run, he'll now surpass Eric Dickerson's all-time record of 2,105 yards rushing in a single season. And the celebrations will begin, and he deserves them as he cements his place in NFL history.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Black. And a fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
2 yards
from just shy of midfield. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Black. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And ball complete. It's a rookie from Oklahoma. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Black Knights will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Big yardage there on the scramble and gets him a first down.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Steelers.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Still fighting for more. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
First and 10 at the 41.
They'll run on first down. It's Franklin. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Second down and 3.
Second and 3.
Back to throw here. They shakes him off. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Franklin. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
A gain of 2.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is brought in by Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
First down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Back to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First down.
On 1st down, Black. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And the hook up to Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the hole closes quickly here, and he can fight only to about the 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he will have a Steelers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Franklin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 2nd down in the yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Rolling. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up a throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw here. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A couple extra tight ends are in, 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17 to 7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. That is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hanson. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, take it away.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Black Knights offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we check out the NFL leaders and rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown! A big play there. 72 yards. And the Black Knights come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. And caught it up. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. The Black Knights offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. They'll run on 1st down. It's Black. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. And he's got his man on the out route. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle they go. Black. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On the ground with a tight end. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Franklin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That's good for the Steelers. First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Caught on a slant. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The kicker on.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Steelers 14.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Black. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Black. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. Black. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 1st down, it's Black. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second down and 6 now. Looking to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
But they're certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really